Second half here at the Gal Farm Stadium. Huddersfield just ahead by 12 points to 10. And Catalan Dragons will be hoping that they can get the charge to Old Trafford back on track in the next 40 minutes. Because, Steve, over the past month, they've been a little bit out of kilter.
Yeah, I think you'd have to say that, and that's been brought about by the fact that they've come up with so many errors, and their discipline hasn't been good in this particular game either. And I'm sure that Mick Potter would have bounced around the dressing room and say, come on, we can't afford to give them 20, 30, 40 metres downfield. They know that they've got the quality to score tries, especially with the likes of Thorman and Robinson combining.
I suppose if you try to turn a positive out of a negative, it's better to slump Phil now than in a month's time when the playoffs start.
Yeah, you just hope that that slump doesn't last for too long. That's some good vigorosity in defence there. Mike Potter will be happy that they started to push the Giants backwards, because in the first half, all of the play went that way. It's a new Bill Arthur word, Steve-O. You missed it while you were away.
Yeah,
vigorosity, I like that.
That's the second time in a week we've heard that from you, Philip. Is that a proper word? It is definitely a word, is it?
I got it from my teacher, Bill Arthur.
Okay. Well, it might not be a word then. Not one that we should use anyway. Fayumu for Huddersfield. Ball in field, and
you get the impression the Catalans have just been given rounds of the kitchen in the dressing room, and let's sort of have a bit of a better effort. They were very sluggish to get into this game, and then they went through a 15-minute period where the forwards really started getting some power up and then getting over the advantage line. That's what they've got to try to do again. It's got them for a
Kermond has been
bit of a high tackle.
A high shot, yeah.
Well, they certainly went over the top and finished up in face of Pello. A little glance at Mr. Klein.
Let's continue this debate about the new word we've discovered.
Well, it's the hybrid, isn't it, between vigorous and ferocity.
Okay, Bill, can you spell it?
It's vigor with osity on the end of it, so that's V-I-G-O-U-R-O-C-I-T-Y. It is, as Phil said, it's Scottish in its derivation, and it's, as Phil said, a combination of vigour and ferocity, which they're very good at in Scotland.
Okay.
The thesaurus, according to Bill Arthur.
Arthur's thesaurus.
Yeah.
I haven't learned all the words that are out there anyway without bringing new ones.
Oh, that's a great ball inside here. That was an important tackle.
Great work from Danny Kermond there. How did he stop him from scoring?
Dorrell's passes all along the deck. Still in play, still in play. Still going with Adam Mogg.
Got to get the kick away in the half.
Well claimed, though. And Wilson all over the top of David Hodgson. Good defence from the Catalan Dragons here. They're looking to start this second half vigorously with a lot of ferocity. What a good hit. Aspinwall bounced out of it, but only 15 metres made in 4 tackles. Last tackle, 23 metres gained forward by Huddersfield. Kick will have to be good from Thorman. Not the best. Straight into the arms of Greenshields, who showed it to the dummy runner, who was Pello, but the Huddersfield Giants defenders, Kermond and company, would not be fooled by that.
It was a poor kick as well, and you can see that it's allowed the Catalan Dragons to get right up over that halfway line.
Here's Ferriol.
Quite a few of the Giants going very high in the tackle.
Gorrell to Fakir.
Now with a kick early in the tackle count, we'll wait till the last.
Well, the winger over here, Justin Murphy, is asking for the ball to be fed down the right-hand side. And Adam Mogg maybe was thinking about that before he got the ball under control.
Wasn't the best pass, it was dipping, but you could see that the halfback just had a little look. Some of the shoulder charges, should I say, that we've seen so far in this game. It's not surprising that the likes of Bosk just had his eyes keen and aware.
Lucky to get away with that Huddersfield, the ball ricocheting out of the scrum. This is Fatouira.
Do you know, in the first half we talked about the conditions and the rain, and we thought that might alter the scoring. I think sometimes it can go the other way. Mistakes can be made, errors can be made on your own line, and teams can capitalise on that.
Ooh, Hodgson's pass is weak and is loose, and the pick-up off the deck from Griffin was poor, and this is Gorrell who's given it to Pello. It's the zero tackle.
Well, it's wet conditions. Both coaches are fully aware. They're very, very sensible. They've got to get the message out and say, look, come on, we don't have to score on every single play the ball. Let's get good field position, then we can test our hand.
When you think about what we saw last Saturday, the match between St Helens and Warrington in conditions very, very similar to this, there are two sides there, if the weather continues like this, who will give the Catalan Dragons some problems in the wet. Although it might not rain in the south of France if they do finish third.
Catalan play in great conditions, and how they'll adapt to this weather is something we'll wait and see, but I don't know, I think we're in for a knock-on-a-thon here.
Referee shouts hell. Leroy Cudjoe was stopped his progress forward. Catalan Dragons are swarming in here to the tackle. No way forward for Aspinwall. They're clinging on to this 2-point lead, Huddersfield.
Crowd don't like it. They're thinking that Ashley Klein has not taken the French side far enough back, but I can assure you he is.
That's Kermond underneath that challenge. Good work again from Elima and John Wilson. 4 tackles, 11 metres, progress made.
It's just hard work. Field position,
Fayumu felt that. It was a little bit high. And, well, Ferriol has got the blood from the lip.
Oof. Not a good one. More of a grasp rather than a swinging arm. That's perhaps saved him.
Well, that's a relieving penalty for Huddersfield. I don't suppose Fayumu thinks of it that way, but it was.
Just hard graft. That's all they need to do.
A bit of indiscipline being shown tonight by Catalan Dragons. They've conceded 8 penalties, received only 2 from Ashley Klein.
And a lot of those are given away so that Huddersfield can get 30-40 metres downfield.
This is Stephen Wild now. Fayumu. Luke Robinson. A bit anonymous, Luke Robinson, so far tonight. You need him to start sparking, and here he is, second successive touch. And a good little run. Oh, that was high. And he gets the penalty.
I think they'll take the 2. Thorman's got the hand up, saying bring out the kicking tee. Oof, that was a bad one. That was a shocker.
Jamal Fakir, the culprit.
This will go on report.
Referee wants a word with Jerome Guisset.
Yeah, in the last minute we've had 2 high tackles. Okay, you're now on a warning for high tackles. Okay, so sort that out. Okay,
Well, it's not even on report. Not yet.
Well, that surprised me because it was quite malicious as far as I'm concerned.
It doesn't have to go on report to go to the disciplinary panel, so
They review it, but obviously I would think if something is on a report is the automatic review, and
well,
I suppose it carries more weight, doesn't it, if it's on report?
Well, of course it does. Look at this wonderful crowd. Come back.
Let's go.
That's the key. That's what Ken Davey is more or less implied.
And this is a chance here on the first tackle, Darryl Griffin.
Both feet.
How close Huddersfield are here. The ball now with Thorman. Oh! Thorman loses out, he's lost it. The conditions robbing him then, and Muniz.
Well, it's a knock-on, no advantage. This will be head and feed to Catalan's side. They're just trying to be a little bit too fancy.
Keep him down.
all he's got to do is catch it, and he's looking to pass it inside. I'm not sure it's too fancy.
Out!
Robertson not happy with that.
Bring the ball across the face of his chest and then bring it back on the side.
He needs to deceive the defender in front of him, otherwise he's just going to get a murder ball.
Straight pass will do. Oof.
Good hit by Kermond. Ball just squeezes away from the Catalan Dragons man.
This
is Guisset, I think, who lost that ball in the challenge.
This is getting a bit tasty. There's a few players out there. They're looking for square-ups.
That's Stephen Wild for Huddersfield. 20 metres away. That was Fayumu. This is Griffin again. Shoulder into the chest of the Catalan defender. Fayumu. Robinson. Pops the ball up for Kevin Brown.
Both feet! Both feet!
Brown gets to his feet. Fayumu at dummy half again. This is Kermond. Kermond! Danny Kermond! Tremendous run. Ball has come free. It's a knock on.
He hasn't got it down. He tried on the second effort. It was a good run though, wasn't it? Substitute Danny Kermond. Tried to get it down there. Did he lose it? Was it helped? Hard to say. Either way, the official said tap on the 20. Relief for the French outfit.
Indeed, so he was trying to put the ball down over the line, so it has to go down as a knock on by Kermond, but very close. Meanwhile, this now is Wilson. There's Gorrell in at dummy half. Over halfway they go with Guisset.
Now, will the French outfit just revert back to solid hard work in the forwards?
Mogg and Greenshields has gone without it.
I cannot believe
And now the Huddersfield man has gone without it, so he'll play the first knock on.
Well, both coaches should get out the message to the players and say, listen, you know that bright thing that's up there? It's not the sun. They call lights, floodlights.
Maybe just
Play
to
according to it.
Maybe just to shorten up the passes a little bit. That might do it. No spin pass, bullet passes. Just nice little short hands.
That ain't the current bun. That.
Wouldn't it be the moon at this time of night? Yeah, got you now, Anna.
28 moons all on the top of the pylon.
Fayumu on halfway for Huddersfield. Crabtree. Great offload. Back to Fayumu, on to Robinson, who helps it on to Kermond. Pello gets to him.
Good work by the winger.
As well.
That was a try saver from Pello, and he knew it as well. He came right up to whitewash. They had a two-man overlap. Did the Huddersfield Giants, and they've given away yet another silly penalty.
Now, will Huddersfield be tempted to kick for 2 points here?
Looks like the tee's come out. Yep. Well, he does all the good hard work, doesn't he? Dimitri Pello comes in, prevents a try, and then just messes around. When Mick Potter looks through the tape of this game, he'll be horrified. And I'm sure that he'll make sure that all the players sit and watch this, and they'll be asking one question: why did you do that? Why did you do that? And why did you do that?
They've beaten Huddersfield twice this year, 48-0 in Perpignan, and they won here by 4 points as well earlier in the season. But it's now a 4-point margin in Huddersfield's favour. 14-10, courtesy of the boot of Thorman. And Paul Anderson on the sideline, Kieran Pertil up in the stands. They're swapping ideas and swapping opinions. But 4 points, not enough to keep the Dragons at bay for the remainder of this match.
It's okay.
Good chase from the kickoff, led by Muniz.
Move! Marcus, hold, go!
They've restricted Huddersfield a few times in this second half already to only a matter of 10 or 20 metres in the 4 tackles. And then Huddersfield have had to kick. They have conceded a penalty or two, Catalan as well, which hasn't helped them.
They were lucky not to concede yet another. Really messing around with the man with one attempt to play the ball quickly.
There's the last one coming in here. And how many? Let's see, just 29 metres gained forward. Last tackle. Thorman's kick. No, it's not going to be Thorman. It's Robinson's kick. It's not the best. Straight into the arms of Greenshields. You don't give it to him on the full. You don't give it to Greenshields on the full. Great run from Greenshields, and he's got Adam Mogg, and Adam Mogg will go in. Adam Mogg for the Catalan Dragons. Good try. Awful kick from Robinson. And Greenshields, well, he's the last person on earth that you kick the ball right down the throat to.
Well, you can trace it back to the decision to kick at goal. They got the 2 points, but then they never got out of danger. Robinson was under pressure from the kick, and all of a sudden, Adam Mogg celebrating a try in the corner, although with a little bit of pain to go with it.
Indeed so. Adam Mogg was injured in scoring that try, but how important might that be? Maybe he just twisted a muscle or something, but anyway, he's off the field at the moment receiving treatment, and that would be a massive blow to the Catalan Dragons if he's badly hurt.
And you can see that Thorman was put under pressure. He had to offload to Robinson, which wasn't the best, and they just couldn't get there in numbers.
A sensational run that from Greenshield.
It certainly was, but you've got to point the finger at the chase from the Huddersfield players. Well finished off by Mogg. He's such a talent, this fella. It looked for one moment, though, that Greenshields was going to go on his own, but he knew that Mogg was there, and he went down low, slid away. Maybe just stretched the muscle over the shoulder. He had to reach for it.
He looks all right now, Adam Mogg, and Phil has just pointed out that that's the second time in this match that Huddersfield Giants have kicked for goal, scored the 2 points, and immediately the Catalan Dragons have responded with a 4-point try. Thomas Bosk to try and add the extras, and this will give the Dragons the lead for the first time, but he's hit the post. But in the context of the Catalan Dragons season, they need just a point to make sure that they will finish third in the Engage Super League table, or fourth, but it would confirm a home playoff.
Well, there's been really a run in the fact that there's been 2 long-distance tries scored against the run of play. Let's not forget Hodgson, the intercept, 75 metres in the first half.
But if it stays like this, and the points are shared, Catalan Dragons get at least one shot at home in the playoff series.
Yep.
That's all they need. But Huddersfield, well, they haven't given up hope yet themselves of making the top 6. It's a long shot for them, we all know that. But mathematically, they can still make it, though. A drop point here would do them no good at all.
I think we're just about finished them off, to be fair. We mentioned before the game finished that perhaps they'd have to look for the likes of Harlequins, who are still in with a shout. And of course, great pass.
And this is, he's giving it a forward pass.
Oof.
But he was well positioned, Ashley Klein.
Great work from Fakir.
And he shakes his head. He cannot believe that this has been given against him.
Well, it's 50-50, isn't it? Either way,
looking at it there, it's flat at worst.
You say the referee,
it's
it's front,
yeah,
isn't it? Where the referee stood though in front, it's difficult for him to say.
Yeah, it's forward.
I think the touch judge from this near side helped out.
It's great skill from Fakir, though. He rode the tackle, got through the other side, presented the ball, he had it in one hand, flicked it into 2, and I think it was a 50-50 call that went against them, but great skill from Fakir.
I just get the impression, Eddie, is that the feeling of the Giants is that, you know, when Robinson put that kick down, they were very slow to get down there in numbers. The chase wasn't good, allowed the fullback Greenshields to get into that position to allow Mogg to score the try. It's going to be difficult to see whether the Giants can last the final quarter as we just approach it. Only a few moments away from that.
This is Hudson. Maybe he'll pep them up. Fayumu has a great reputation, but Huddersfield looked quite dangerous when Hudson was on early, and he's back on there now, as you see. Passes the ball there to Thorman, and the kick out wide is looking there for Aspinwall. The ball has been spilled. Greenshields, though, to the rescue. It's a knock-on.
Or touch, either way. It's a bit head and feet to the Giants.
Well, it should be if the referee and touch judge have agreed that it is not a knock-on out there by Aspinwall.
Has he been taken out in the air, though?
I think they're both competing for the ball, Steve, to be fair.
Well, yep, I suppose you're right. The Giants will get the rub of the green. He tried his damnedest. Green should keep it in. Not a bad effort. It was a beautiful kick, though, from Thorman. Put a lot of pressure on Dimitri Pello.
Well, here's pressure now for this Huddersfield Giants to regather the lead with Fatuira. Good strong run from him.
He's had a big game as a centre. He's an impressive player.
Hodgson.
Now this is where you need a short pass. Nothing fancy. Just one of the big fellas coming on at full speed.
Wild plays the ball. This is Thorman. Oh, well, they got away with that. They really did get away with that. into the arms of Danny Kermon, and Kermon didn't need a second invitation. It was a tremendous run from him in the end, but the build-up to it was scratchy, to say the least, and the Catalan Dragons will be kicking themselves underneath those posts that they've conceded that try.
It was well taken, though. Full credit, though. Danny Kermon, he was denied early in the second half, and it bounced away. No one wanted to dive onto the football. This is good stepping back on the inside. That is good quality. And he's made an impact in the second half, and he just couldn't get there. Good work by Robinson, you know. He just knocked the ball back. It looked as though a Catalan player, I think it was Thomas Bosch, that had the opportunity to drop onto it. Thumbs up from Kermond.
The former Featherstone Rover is just scored his first try on home soil, and Thorman should add the extras, which he does. And Huddersfield have a 6-point lead, 20 points to 14. And can they hang on to it? There's Danny Kermon, the try scorer, 22 years of age. He really has become a revelation since breaking into the side this year. Let's go down to Bill on the sideline.
Just a bit of concern in the Catalan camp over the fitness of Adam Moggi. Saw him when he went in for that try. He stayed down for a while. He's jarred his shoulder, but he's still out there, and he will remain out there according to the Catalan bench. That is where Alex Chan is sitting at the moment, and his right calf muscle heavily strapped, bumped and bruised, and getting on a bit, in the words of Rodney Howe on the bench for the Dragons.
Into the last quarter of the match, 20 minutes to go, and Huddersfield have opened up the biggest gap that we've had tonight, 6 points. And the crowd getting behind them. Crabtree in possession for the Giants here. Hudson waits at dummy half.
Nothing silly. Safety first, that's what they need. Good kicking game like they showed in the opening 10-15 minutes of the first half. Have they got the numbers there? Yes, they have.
Good kick from Robinson, good chase from the defenders. He's going back towards his own line, Green Shields. Now look forward.
Got away with it, but they won't mind. The Giants, they know they've got the French outfit camped well and truly in their own red zone area. Then they have to go as a unit. No missed tackles. We've seen the quality, especially of Clint Greenshields, that he can race away over 50, 60 metres.
That's the last tackle. Good set of 6 here defensively for Huddersfield. Goro feeds the ball into Bosch, and he'll just hump it downfield. That's a good kick. Leroy Cudjoe. There's a white wall arriving, led by Ferriol. Hodgson. And Aspinwall. Back to Hodgson. Spinning away from one challenge, can't get away from the next man in. That was David Ferriol. This is Aspinwall again now.
This is where the likes of Chris Thorman, the skipper, has to start taking control, pushing the forwards through and say, give me a good position so we can get the kick away.
Hudson on halfway. Takes them on himself. Gets only as far as Vincent Duport. Last tackle here. Up goes the kick from Robinson. Not a good one again. Straight down the throat. Well, should have been straight down the throat of Murphy. And great awareness from Fatuira.
Well, look, for a moment there, the Fatuira had actually stolen the ball.
I thought so.
Yes, he may have tried to get through it. It's going to take something pretty special.
Green Shields
from Catalan to get back into this game, but we know they've got the ability to pull something out of the fire.
That was Tuxagax who played the ball there. This is Wilson again.
Well, we see the skills of Morgan Bosch combine.
And there's Bosch, it's a high one. Ooh, this is a tester for Leroy Cudjoe. Took it well. Tries to begin the counter.
Good work.
The test for Huddersfield, Eddie, is getting out of this 20-metre zone, and the two wingers are working particularly hard to help the rest of the side get forward. seen that Catalan have been able to compress Huddersfield's goal forward, but not here now in this set.
Foreman plays the ball to Hodgson. Here is Crabtree. Bump out the way.
That's good work to get a big forward like that, come around on that short blind side. Well, may have only gained 8 or 10 metres, but it was sufficient. Oh, he's got him for obstruction, using the man.
Around the back, David couldn't make a tackle.
He just went right in the back of him. And that's another error from Raleigh.
Well, this will give Catalan a fantastic field position and something that they've not had for quite some time. Possession with 6 tackles, close to Huddersfield's line. Can they break down the Giants' defence?
Well, they'll be looking for Green Shields to join in the three-quarter line, but we overrun it. Did well there, Garel.
Look at the massive penalty count that is going against the Catalan Dragons here tonight. Hudson hunting the mistake from Jerome Guisset.
And with a count like that, they shouldn't really be in the game, but they're only 6 points adrift.
Guisset, by the way, is playing his 9th year in the Super League. He began at Warrington. That's a wonderful run from Mogg. That's a fabulous try if it's given by Ben Thaler.
Just check the ground.
He wants to see whether it's a second movement, but I don't think it is.
No.
That's a try. Oh, or has he just lost control of it? There's a bit of a wobble.
Rolls on his chest, doesn't it?
There's a bit of a wobble.
No, that's okay. Actually, my name's not Thaler, and there's a little bit of agony there, is there, on the face of Adam Mogg, because I think that's the shoulder he injured.
Yeah, I think they'll give it, but only just. The ball carrying arm doesn't hit the deck, so that's okay. Has he lost control?
It wobbles on his chest, definitely. I don't think he'll lose his control.
There's a bit of a bobble, as you say.
Great footwork from Mogg here.
Surely
the gap. Robinson's sliding out. Great footwork here.
Well, they're looking to see whether there's an obstruction. Now, Catalan last week against Wigan had one exactly turned down. Will this be given? This is a big, big call. Has Mogg got his second try in the second half?
Has. And what's more, it's the first time this year he scored 2 tries in a match. Adam Mogg, he has been outstanding this year for the Catalan Dragons as they have climbed their way up the table from 10th last year to 3rd this year. Fantastic effort from him.
We know the quality of the French outfit. If they get anywhere close, they can do that. Nice dummy. Just fends off Robinson, and then has the wherewithal to just keep the ball carrying arm away from the turf. And this is an important conversion.
Thomas Bosk missed with one last week that would have won the match, as it turned out, against Wigan. But he hasn't made any error with that, and he's kicked magnificently all year. And 20 apiece, back on track for at least one playoff at home. And is it my imagination, or are more and more people travelling from the south of France? Or are they non-Huddersfield people? Are they one or two neutrals who are suddenly becoming Catalan Dragon supporters?
I've been over to Perpignan several times, watching the Catalan Dragons at home. The atmosphere at the stadium is just tremendous, and the passion that they've got over there is you know, when people talk to me and say it doesn't work, I say they haven't been and they haven't experienced it.
Oh, it's been a great success story, and I must say that they've had to dig deep to get back into this game. They'll be a little bit concerned with the Giants that they had it at 20 points to 14. Just some silly play allowed the French outfit to get the possession.
It's the 4th time tonight that the scores have been level. It's 20 all, and we have 13 minutes now remaining. And just talking about the Catalan Dragons' experience, I wonder whether the fact that Catalan Dragons have been so successful over the past 3 years in building what they now have, I just wonder whether that was the thing that tipped the balance in the Celtic Crusaders' favour.
Without a doubt.
Exactly, yeah. I think we've got to speculate. We've got to give somebody outside the heartlands a good go and a good, without ignoring the people that have been there for years. Obviously, I don't want to get involved in who should and shouldn't be in, but I'm glad to see the Celtic Crusaders in.
This is Ryan Hudson now, and Stuart Jones out there.
And let's not forget, it's only for 3 years. Not everyone has been left out in the dark. They've still got the opportunity.
Great ball that from Lolisi. Great run here from Kevin Brown. Last tackle though for Huddersfield.
Got to be a good kick and chase.
This match very much in the balance, isn't it? Oh, Robinson with a drop goal attempt. Has he kicked that?
No.
20 metres.
And if you remember the last time we came here in the closing stages, scores were level with Warrington. I think Foreman had a go and missed. And there's the attempt to just goes to the right-hand side of the post from Robinson. Rather early, just over 10 minutes to go. And then Brea's got the eventual winner. Maybe they don't want to wait until the last few minutes and be hurried into making a long-range attempt. Although, really, at that stage in the game, that was quite a long way out for Robinson.
Well, they will not want to wait till the closing moments, because twice this year at home they've lost by a point. 19-20 to Wigan, 18-19 to Warrington, and they lost 18-16 when Wakefield were here. So I suppose if you turn some of those narrow defeats, you know, into victories, Huddersfield will be up there right in the thick of it in terms of the playoffs.
Well, you could also say that about the Catalans as well. They've been picked on a couple of occasions. So last week they had the opportunity and they turned it down. They didn't go for a 1 point.
Oh, here's a penalty for Catalan Dragons. I think a man was taken out off the ball here.
Picked him up and drove him. Spear tackled him. I think it's Earl Crabtree here.
Didn't get a good look at it though, mate.
No, that's the tackle on Elima. I think the incident was...
It's Jones, Stuart Jones gone late and tipped the man that's already offloaded.
And it's...
Is that right, mate?
Yeah.
And it was
Silly
John
play.
Wilson who got the ball away.
It's an almost identical position on the field to where Thomas Bosk had a kick against Wigan last week. 30 metres out in front of the goal post. You see Jones picks up and drives Wilson into the ground, penalised. Now Bosk, who this year has been the most accurate goal kicker in Super League, has a chance to put them 2 points ahead here.
The ironic thing about it is, Phil, is that the opportunities that have come with the penalty count so much in the favour of the Giants, it's ironic that the Giants have given them the chance that could lose them the match.
And Bosk this time has made no mistake, and the Catalan Dragons now lead for the first time tonight. They're ahead by 22 points to 20. And Bosk, I just thought when he was lining up this kick, I just wondered whether that memory of last Saturday would have been flashing through. And he must have said to himself, I've got to kick this, or whatever they say in French. I've got to kick this, I've got to kick this.
Well, I think they think the same way, Eddie.
Yeah, but they don't say it the same way in English, Steve Owen.
Well, do they talk to themselves, or does it just sit in your mind?
Jamal, move! Wait! Go!
I think they talk to themselves, I do.
Okay.
This is Sebastian. I talk to myself.
Well,
Don't you talk to yourself?
19 years I've experienced this. Don't you bring it up. Now they've got to dig deep now as Huddersfield. They've got to try to squeeze the ball away, try to force the error, as they have out there in Morgan Bosk, the ability to kick the ball downfield. And here we go. It's a high one.
It is. No pressure though on Cudjoe. He's able to clasp that to his body gratefully. And Catalan Dragons 2 points to the good. The victory would cement them in third place, remember. It would mean at least 2 home digs at the playoff, if they win the first, of course. Sudden death in the playoffs that get underway on the 12th. Here comes Fatuira for Huddersfield. Oh, he should have passed. He should have passed to Stephen Wild.
Wild had an open run into the corner, and he's gone for glory and slipped.
Hudson.
Well, he's had a tremendous game as a centre, Fatuira.
Robinson. Jones gets the ball away to Robinson again. He'll attack down that right side, and that pass goes behind everyone and got nearer to the touch judge than it did either to Kevin Brown or Martin Aspinwall. They're throwing this away, Huddersfield.
To be fair, players practice that all the time, and when Fatuira makes this break here, he has a decision to make. The fullback, Clint Greenshields, is going for the outside defender. He thinks, I'll keep hold of it, and loses his footing. Players practice that over and over and over again. They practice the decision making. Unfortunately, he's made the wrong one there.
Here's Dimitri Pello. 7.5 minutes to go. And injury news, Bill.
Yeah, Catalan running out of numbers. They've got two cropped on the bench. Alex Chan mentioned earlier on with the calf problem. Now David Ferriol has limped off with what looks like a groin problem, certainly in a lot of discomfort. So I'm not sure whether either of those two will be able to return. Dane Carl, although out on the side, was going to come back on. They've called him back to the bench.
Well, they're doing it tough then, the Dragons, aren't they? At the moment they lead, and in possession here with Mogg, who just dabs it over the top. An invitation for the chasers.
Tremendous kick. It is tremendous.
Has got awful problems, as you see, and it's going to be a goal line dropout here, forced by the kick from that man. The third goal line dropout that the Catalan Dragons have forced tonight.
Well, if they go on to win this, the Catalan can look towards the man who's just put that kick downfield. Adam Mogg, he's had a tremendous second half, 2 tries, and his positional kicking has been superb.
Back they come then, the Catalan Dragons, in the shape of Olivier Elima. Penalty for stealing the ball, 2-on-1 in the tackle, and it's another glorious opportunity coming up here for Super League's top goal kicker, Thomas Bosk. They'll surely take the 2 on offer here.
Well, there was Raleigh that just got the right arm underneath. Oh, they've gone for the kick into the corner.
As you're watching this replay here,
look at that.
As you're watching that,
Raleigh definitely ripped it out.
Well, they're going for broke, aren't they? They are going for broke here, and there's Elima again. They're 2 meters short of the line, and Gorel to Bosk, to Mogg. They go wide with Ragan, and he will come back this way. Huddersfield over there in numbers.
They could rue the fact they didn't go for the 2 points.
Is there any difference between a 2-point and a 4-point lead, Steve-O?
I think mentally, yes.
At this stage of the game, I'm with you, Steve-O. Here is Guise. Back it goes to Mogg. Good hands. Green Shields. Green Shields. He gets it away. And this now is Wilson. Good scrambling defence from the Giants. Muniz. Elima. Great flying tackle by Andy Raleigh. Last one. Muniz. Back it comes to Bosk. Bosk to Mogg. Mogg trying to stab it in. It ricochets into the arms of Cudjoe. Well,
it did ricochet, but it turned out to be a good kick as well. They've got to get the numbers up now. They've got to come up with something, and that's great defence. He's into touch.
Wonderful defence.
Head and feed. And he's furious, is Aspinwall. He thought he was lifted from the ground, but I think they kept him pretty low. Not only did they take him over the whitewash, I think a couple of our people went with him.
Yes.
Legs were down.
So was the camera.
Yeah.
Andy, Jamal.
Well, great work.
Feet down, Darryl.
Kept himself there. How's that for getting involved with the action?
Well, it was a touch judge who knocked Adrian over. Our cameraman down there.
Come on.
I think he's hobbling. He needs a bit of ice on the ankle, does Adrian? Oh, he's in the right mess. And so are Catalan. They've lost the ball.
Well, not only is it tough out on the field of play, it's also pretty hard.
Thank God we're up here.
Yeah, I've said that for years, don't worry. The crowd trying to get in. There he is, and he's sitting.
No, it can't go on, he says. I think he's asking for the sub. Here's Robinson.
Listen to this.
Ground by Pello.
Listen to the crowd here. They're lifting.
4 to go. Fayumu.
And this could be the point where the Catalans rue the fact they didn't go for those 2 points.
Crabtree. That's the fourth. Still 30 metres away from the line. Fayumu to Thorman. Thorman to Robinson. Robinson then to Lolisi. Lolisi gives it out wide to Aspinwall, who cuts back inside. Met by Ragan. Met by Thomas Bosk. Last one here. It's with Robinson. It's with Thorman. Dab over the top. Dab over the top. Hacked on by Stephen Wild.
Was he pulled out?
No, he wasn't.
Hatawira went very, very close. It looked for one moment there that someone was pulling them back. Green Shields just got that left arm across.
I'm going to back Philip here and go into a little bit more detail. When he said what's the difference between 2 points and 4 points, if Huddersfield had scored there, converted the try, then they'd have been in front anyway.
But they didn't, and they're on a tightrope here, just 2 points advantage, Barry.
Stand 3, go.
But 2 points in the benefit of Catalan.
4.
Well, we'll see how it all works out. The thing is, it's the French outfit that's got the possession.
And they're finding touch with that kick over the top.
All they have to do is just let the clock tick away. Huddersfield desperate to form the scrum.
Catalan are in no hurry,
Second row, loose forward.
but the 6 are in now, and so referee Ashley Klein stops the clock with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
I know this is pedantic, but that really wasn't a set scrum, was it?
There were 7 in as well, weren't there?
They were virtually just touching each other. Either way, the clock has been stopped, and more tension for this massive crowd. Okay, we know they're coming for free. Well, it has really added to this atmosphere. It's been a mighty struggle between two sides, desperate for the points.
And it's a shame for Huddersfield, if they've got this big crowd in here tonight, that they're going to go home disappointed with the defeat. But
still plenty of time,
to go. 2 minutes and 4 tackles here, this set of 6. They're trying all they know. David Fayumu, can he get the ball away to Robinson? No, he can't.
Okay,
Robinson now is at dummy half.
I think they're going to have to go for an option of the Giants of a little chip over, something different. Though Green Shields is not deep. He's anticipating that maybe the grubber on the floor or chip over the top.
Here's Robinson. Thorman, well watched by Adam Mogg. There was no time then for Thorman even to blink when he got that ball. Robinson. Kick over the top off the outside of the boot. It's spinning viciously. Green Shields is the man, though. And 1 minute 20 seconds remaining. Ooh, and not the best pass from Bosk, but Justin Murphy rather managed to hang on, and the tackle is not completed. Now it is. This is Bosk. Infield it comes to Dimitri Pello, and Pello will have hold of his shorts. Griffin did well, hung on. Lelisi finished him off. We're in the last minute. Catalan Dragons just 1 minute away from the victory that would take them and confirm them in third place in the Super League table going into those playoffs. It's a match that has been filled with drama tonight, this. So tense. Last tackle here for the Catalan Dragons. Bosk with the kick will find touch deep in Huddersfield territory. 30 seconds to go, and it's going to be surely a quickly formed scrum by Huddersfield, which it is.
Well, that's a sensible kick from Thomas Bosch there. He's just banged it into touch, trying to take some seconds off that clock, some valuable seconds.
Just 25 seconds remaining. The Catalan Dragons with a 2-point advantage. If they win this and hang on, they are third in the Super League table. They are confirmed third into the playoffs. They will get a chance of 2 home fixtures in the playoff series. They have to win the first, obviously, to get the second. We've got a little fumble at the scrum. It was. It's a knock-on. And Catalan Dragons will be confirmed in third place tonight.
And as Phil said, Catalan are one of the best sides from scoring from set pieces.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Are they willing to let that clock just roll on? Wind down.
Referee's called time off. The referee's called time off. There can only be just the one play because there are only seconds remaining, and they know it too. There's the siren. Gorrell goes down in the tackle, and Catalan Dragons have come to Huddersfield, and Adam Mogg's 2 tries and the sheer effort of their forward pack has produced the victory that they so desperately desired to make sure that they would enter the playoffs in third place. A truly remarkable effort. A remarkable effort from everyone concerned with the club in Catalan.
It's also a remarkable effort for the Huddersfield people. They'll have come here, they've got value for money. They've seen a great competition between 2 class sides. The result in the balance right up until the final moments of this game. The Huddersfield players have done the club and themselves proud tonight. The coaches in position, Kieran Purtell, Paul Anderson, will be thrilled to bits with their efforts.
Well, 10th last year, the Catalan Dragons. To end up third is a truly incredible achievement, and such an improvement has never been seen before in the 13 years of the Super League existence.